basically tires for dummies. And why? Because I'm a dummy. I'm not an expert on tires. But I know enough to be dangerous. And I also spend a lot of time bothering guys who are professional drag racers, and many a time they're kind enough to give me some of their insider tips and tricks and offer me recommendations, things along those lines. So what I'm wanting to do today is pass along some of that stuff to you. I think especially if you're kind of just getting your feet wet in the game or looking to do, looking to up your game just a little bit, you'll enjoy this video and get some value out of it. Let's go. So guys, I'm going to go ahead and preface this with, tires are not an exact science. The emails and the DMs that I get that spawn this video are, hey, what's the best tire because I want to go drag racing. Maybe they saw, us doing some drag racing, stuff like that, and the question is, well, what's the best tire? It's not an exact science. It's actually very much the opposite. The optimum tire for your car depends on a multitude of factors. The weight of the car, the gearing, is it a stick shift, is it an auto, how much power do you make, your converter, are you a power adder, are you NA? There's so many, guys, but I'm not gonna go that deep. But one thing that's really funny is I can remember when I was younger and had my first or second car, and it was like a badge of honor if you could get them to spin the tires. Like, if it would spin the tires, my God, you had something. Well, now when you kind of grow up, so to speak, spinning isn't winning, as the very famous phrase goes. If you spin the tires, you lose a race. So if you've got a decent amount of power, you need traction to put that down. And also, guys, you're not going to be able to enjoy the power you've got if all you do is blow the tires off every time you hit it, which is why people go for a more sticky compound tire. Now here's the thing, if you've got a mostly street car and you're running like a larger 17, 18, some of the newer cars, 19s, 20s, you can get away with something like a road race tire, and they actually work really well. And I'm going to go ahead and say the Toyo R888 work exceptionally well with little to no sidewall, because here's the thing, especially at the drag strip, you need sidewall to be able to plant and hook the tire. But I will say, on the street with little to no sidewall, with a big, a large wheel, you're going to do very well to beat the Toyo R888. All right, guys, so now let's say you're making some power. Like that. So you bolted on a supercharger, or you did heads cam intake, you did whatever, and now all of a sudden, your car that you were supposed, that was supposed to be fast, all it really does is blow the tires off. So what do you do then? Well, you need a sticky tire. And again, there's a ton of options, and the best one is all dependent on your combo and your car, as I said earlier. And personally, when we got this car done, I had street tires on it, and I'm gonna tell you, it wasn't any fun to drive on the street. Now, unless you like hazing the tires and swapping lanes and everything like that every time you stab the throttle, that is fun, but you can't actually feel the car pull. You can't go fast. And let's say I wanted to do a spirited hit onto the interstate or something like that, wasn't gonna happen. All it did is blow the tires off. This car is too much fun, guys, I'm telling you. Everybody knows street tires are made to last a long time and do well in wet, and dry weather. They're a compromise of everything. Then you've got a drag radial, which allows you to do both. It's going to be kind of sticky, you can run it at the track, but you can also drive it on the street. Then you've got a slick, and all of them do things very well and other things not so well. So let's go back and check out these tires and just kind of talk about them. All right, guys, and before we go any farther, you have to have realistic expectations of your tire. You're not going to throw a drag radial on your car and all of a sudden dead hook and run your best time. It doesn't work that way. Figuring out what works best for you takes a lot of research and a lot of trial and error. tire pressures, launch RPMs, on and on and on. And just like today, as you can see my breath, doesn't matter what tire I've got in my car, it's not gonna hook. It's cold outside, and it's just not realistic to think that way. Guys, one very, 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 very important point that, again, if you're new to this, hey, it's all right. Everybody starts somewhere. But you go putting sticky tires on your car, and all of a sudden, your clutch, drive shaft, transmission, whether it's manual or auto, your drive shaft, your rear end, your axles, all of that, all of a sudden is under quite a bit more strain because you're actually planting power instead of just blowing it off and spinning the tires. So bear that in mind. You run a much, much, much higher risk of breaking drivetrain parts on a sticky tire. Be prepared. The other thing you have to consider is drag tires do not last long. Drag radials do not last very long. You're not going to get a lot of life out of them. So you need to be prepared for that. And they're expensive. You know, they're not cheap to buy. So, you know, you have to manage that expectation as well. But what I did is, and this is the first time because last year I did, you know, I ran on the ET Street bias plies all the time. The reason I did that was because I could drive on the street with them and I could drive on the track. Even though it was kind of sketchy being on a bias ply on the street, they worked. Well, what happened was the car just did not perform at the track the way I needed it to. Being a stick shift car, you know, having higher RPM, you know, doing higher RPM launches and all that, I needed more. And what I needed was an ET drag. And also, not only that, but per good recommendations, the stiff sidewall. So on the street now, I run the Nitto drag radial. And my good friend Mark Turner recommended these, and we drove his car after we put it on the dyno. His car is a 363, make gobs of torque, and his car essentially it did a great job on the street. I'm still mind blown that it did that. Now, a lot of people prefer a Mickey Thompson drag radial, which this is the ET Street SS. These are epic tires as well. They also do very, very well. Couple of things. Depending on who you talk to, my personal experience has been the Mickey Thompsons hook better, but they wear out extremely quick. The Nittos don't hook quite as good, but they last quite a bit longer. Again, my personal experience. If you talk to 10 people, they'll give you 10 different answers, and that is a fact. So again, guys, manage your expectations. Don't think that you're just going to slap a set of these tires on, go to the track, and again, it's going to dead hook and go. Doesn't work that way. One thing that I have found is massively important, especially in cars like this, you know, stick shift cars, high RPM launches, all that. Suspension is key. And, you know, when I put these tires on, I was hoping they would hook decently well like my buddy Mark's car. Well, it doesn't. And it's not because of the tire, it's because his suspension is set up 100% better than mine. You know, we raced at the track last year, and his old combo actually made less power than mine, but he baptized me pretty good. Not only that, but he pulled the tires, went straight down the track. Suspension is huge. So when you're trying to go fast, when you're trying to hook up, when, you know, you've got all this extra power, but your car isn't, you know, the numbers aren't reflecting that at the track, then, you know, whether you're on a drag strip or a road course, it's because you haven't optimized everything. Everything has to work together to get those times. Not only that, guys, but if you're really wanting a no compromise, you know, going to a slick after you've done your research and figured out which slick is right for you, you will have to remember that if you want to drive your car on the street, you're going to need wheel and tire. And this gets expensive because I also wanted to have like an 18-inch set of street wheels. Well, that's going to have to wait because I've got my no compromise drag tire now, and I've got my drag radial for the street, which is super good, and you know, I'm excited about that. But again, it takes money. You know, it's expensive to do all this. If you're not making a whole crap ton of power, I would just recommend going with something like the Mickey Thompson or the Nitto in a drag radial if you're doing like a drag pack or something like that. But if you're running like a a 17, 18, 19, 20-inch wheel. My personal recommendation, and there's no paid product placement anywhere in this video, is the R888s, and it's simply because I've seen them work on extremely high horsepower cars, and I've still been kind of blown away. All right, guys, so, and the other thing is, again, I cannot stress enough how much it matters to have everything optimized for what you're doing. You know, a 2020 GT with a Whipple supercharger is going to take a totally different tire than a Coyote swap in a Fox body. A totally different tire. The objective is the same. You want to put the power down, you want to run those times, but the tire that is needed that's the best is going to be totally different. So what I can't stress enough is do your research, focus on your suspension as well, get that dialed in, and you know, get on the Mickey Thompson website or the, you know, Hoosier Makes Slicks, get on their website. You know, go and read about tires, read about pressure, burnout. All right, guys, so I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please, big thumbs up. Make sure you smash that subscribe button, and I hope this was helpful. Please drop me a comment below if you've got more information to, you know, to add. Again, I'm not trying to get real deep. You can go way overboard as far as a professional. You know, there's professional football players, and there's guys that, you know, get out with their buddies and throw it around on the weekends. We're throwing it around on the weekends here. Yeah, there's a lot of information. A ton. You know, there's a ton of testing and a ton of this and that and everything else that you can get into. We're not going that far. If you're wanting that kind of information, I can't help you there. I'm not a professional drag racer. So, again, if you did get some value out of it, please, big thumbs up. And again, glad to help in any way I can. Any knowledge that I can pass along to somebody that, you know, maybe doesn't have that experience, glad to do it. So I'm out. Have a good one. Happy New Year, and I'll catch you on the next one.